Trichitrambalam. Nature of souls. Who are the souls? They are who are eternal, pervasive, intelligent, bound by the bonds, pasam, of the nature of that to which they are attached, different in each body, perform karma and reap the fruits of karma, have little knowledge and perform small deeds and have the supreme lord over themselves, Chetanam, intelligent being. Of how many types of are the bodies which the souls take? They are of two types, namely grass body and subtle body. What is the grass body? A body with a shape formed by the combination and change of form of the five elements, namely earth, water, fire, air, and space, and may be esteemed according to caste, family, and descent. Parinamittal, change of form. What is the subtle body? It is a formless body made of 8 constituents. They are the 5 tanmatirai, subtle elements, namely sound, touch, sight, taste, and smell, and 3 andakarana, inner instrument, namely mana, mind, buddhi, intelligence, and ahankaram, ego. The subtle bodies are different for different souls. They are instrumental for the souls to undergo experiences. They enable the souls to leave their grass bodies at death and take new grass bodies. How do souls suffer? By undergoing births and deaths, by taking births and dying as befitting their good actions and bad actions in the 4 classes of births, in the 7 categories of beings, and in the 84,100,000 species the souls suffer. What are the 4 classes of birth? They are birth from eggs, birth from perspiration, germination from roots, etc., and birth from womb. What are the 7 categories of beings? They are devas, human beings, animals, birds, creepers, other than vegetation, fishes and others that live in water, and trees and plants. The first 6 out of these 7 categories are beings that can move. The last category of trees and plants are stationary beings. What are the born out of wombs? Devas, human beings, and 4-legged animals. What are the born out of eggs? Birds, creepers, other than vegetation, and fishes and other beings which live in water. What are the burnouts of perspiration? Some creepers like worms, maggots, and some birds, winged insects like locusts. What are born out of seeds, roots, branches, and creeping plants, trees and plants? What is the place where souls can perform karma action and reap the effects of their action? The place where the 2 types of action, good and bad, can be performed and the 2 types of effects can be experienced is the earth. The places where the effects of the good deeds can be experienced are heaven and their higher worlds. In the places where the effects of the evil deeds can be experienced are the hells. What will the souls which have taken birth on earth do immediately after leaving their grass bodies? The souls which had done good deeds will immediately, after leaving their grass bodies, proceed with their subtle bodies, taking on the bodies as devas, and reach heaven and enjoy the effects of their good deeds. The souls which had committed evil deeds will immediately after they leave their grass bodies proceed with their subtle bodies, taking on bodies capable of suffering in hell, and reach hell and experience the sufferings which are the result of their evil deeds. Besides these, some souls immediately after leaving their grass bodies enter places of reproduction on earth and take new material bodies. What will the souls which have enjoyed the pleasures in heaven do afterwards? Because they have balances of the effects which they had not yet experienced of their action, they will take birth as human beings on earth. What will the souls which have experienced suffering in hell do afterwards? Because they have balances of the effects which they have not yet experienced of their action, they will return to earth and they will take birth first as trees and plants, thereafter as fishes and other beings, that lives in water, thereafter as creepers other than vegetation, thereafter as birds, thereafter as animals, and then, when the effect of their previous good deeds matures, they will be born as human beings. Which is the precious category of birth out of the 7 categories? Birth as a human being is the most precious category because such a birth is the means for understanding and worship of Sivaburman, who is the Lord of the souls, and thereby attaining moksha, union of your soul with God. When will the souls which have taken birth as human beings attain that moksha? They, step by step, according to their fitness, will in each birth rise in the outer religions like Buddhism and other religions, performs the meritorious deeds as laid down in the scriptures of their religions. Thereafter, they will reach the Vedic path and perform the meritorious action as laid down in the Vedas. Thereafter, because of the increase of merit thereby, they will reach the Saiva religion. To those souls who, after reaching the Saiva religions, perform, according to the rules and with the true devotion, service to and worship at temples, rituals, and meditation as ordained in the Saiva Agamas, Sivaburman abiding in a guru who could impart divine wisdom, jnana, will come and bestow divine wisdom and thereby bestow moksha. Who will give results to persons who act according to outer religions? Sivaburman himself, abiding through his Shakti in the Godhead intended and worshipped by the followers of the outer religion, will consider their worship and give them benefits due to them. Outer religions which do not accept the authority of the Vedas. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம், தில்லையம்பலம்.